We come to talk to you by the power of love. There is no other way for us. We have told you this time and time again. This is our ability to come forth, this wondrous power. It is not any different than the power that you have within yourselves. It is the same. So do not think for one moment that this is of a different nature. It is simply used in a different manner. That is all. As you would surely know, as you look at life itself, you would realize that there are many ways and forms of the manifestation of love. It can simply be by expression, the look in the eye, as it were, the touch, the word, the sensing, the knowing, the action, and the thoughts. So much is given forth by thought. It is so very, very powerful. It is powerful in your own life, my dear ones. Your thoughts are most definitely things. They are not something which just passes through you. For when you have a great intent with your thoughts, they go out into the ethers. And it should surely give you some greater understanding of this, as you, with your modern technology, use it to put forth messages out into the ethers that they should find their correct destination. Such is the manner in which your own thought works. Very, very powerful. They are not dissolved unless you should choose yourself to dissolve them. But so very often, as we look at the thoughts of others, and we can see for ourselves how wondrous it is that those thoughts have taken their own way of often direction. Sometimes they are to yourselves, your own lives, and you do not really realize that you are directing the course of your own life. Sometimes you are directing thoughts to others, which may be regarded as an unsavory thought. And you do not realize the impact that that can have. They can also unite with others' thoughts of a similar nature. And so the impact is far, far greater than you could possibly imagine. For with energies of life, like attracts like. And it is also, of course, with your wondrous thoughts of love and caring, your desires for goodness for this world, for peace for this world. These thoughts accumulate together. So we can only say to you, dear ones, do watch your thoughts. Let your thoughts be of a gentle nature. Express them with determination, if that is how you are feeling within, for always for the greater good. Express your thoughts in a colorful way, for that makes them very profound. Not so much that you think of a particular color, though sometimes you may. But when you do not, and you have strength and great intention, they form colors of their own. For every sound in the universe has a responding color, a responding vibration. It is really too vast for you to grasp in your own understanding, because it goes far, far further than we are giving forth this day. It is a continuous learning process, and this learning process will go on and on. It will not step aside unless you reject it yourselves. There will always be the great opportunity to learn more and more in your life, whether you are walking on this planet or whether you have made your transition into the world of spirit. Still you walk a path, and if it be of a spiritual nature, you will naturally be seeking more than those that are not consciously aware of a spiritual path and have yet to learn. But there is always something. And you use this expression in your own lives, but you do not always pay attention to the words that come from your lips. It does not mean that you live in an expression of watching every P's and Q's that come forth, but that you have an awareness as to the flow. And the more you aspire to the spiritual self within and the wonder of life, of a spiritual nature all around you, the more easily it will naturally flow, and all the beauty within you will come forth as your nature. So many people seem to put a label on the words, but I am only human. Yes, this is so. But so many use it as an excuse for their own shortcomings. They may use it time and time again, justifying that which has been their behavior or their giving forth that is not of the highest that they can attain. It is never expected that you give forth more than you are deep within you. The important thing is that you give forth the highest that you truly are. And that surely is your true nature. Aspire to that, dear ones. When you find you are making excuses for yourself, such as, I had every right to feel like this or feel like that, just look closely as to your response. Was that indeed your highest self? You all have a higher self, as you all have a lower self, the ego. Just see which garment, which adornment you are putting on for that day. You have the choice. You all have choices as to that which you are going to perhaps wear each day. Something you feel comfortable in, something you feel that is appropriate, something to keep you warm or cool, depending upon the seasons. So you all have choice in all things, really. You have a choice. Is it going to be my higher self? Or am I going to forget today I even have one and let my lower self go free and then later regret that which you have blurted out without even giving your higher self even a look in, as it were? Is it not a wonderful thing to know that you have this choice? To know something of yourselves. Always it was said from eons of time ago on the ancient temples, man, know thyself, and thou shalt know God and the universe. Is life not an expedition to discover your own truth and be brave enough and have clarity of mind to acknowledge within yourself that could have been expressed or done or thought of in a different manner for the better? Sometimes you may have friends that are revealing that which they have done in regret, for things have not turned out the way they had hoped because of the response of others. It is very, very often that the intention is good, but the response of others along the trail have not responded in the finest way. Now, who is responsible for the outcome that did not go so well? Not the one in the very beginning that had the good intention. The responsibility surely lies with those that have chosen to see a lower vibration of expression, because they have a habit even of looking for that. So we would say, dear ones, to you, take heed, watch your habits, and whether you wish to retain them or replace them. Lots of things can help you in life in everyday situations. All our teachers, all our students, if you look closely enough, you will see this very clearly. And so you can have a thankful heart for things that occur if you look to see the wonder that comes forth. Live your lives graciously, lovingly, that you reap the true benefits of this experience of life upon the earth plane. This is indeed a very special lifetime. And some people feel that they suffer far too much. But we would say to you, dear ones, you have come into this world willing to experience as much as possible, so that you can cover as much ground as it were, and learn as much as you can in this lifetime. So do not waste it, dear ones. Let your hearts be uplifted and see the beauty in all things. If you cannot, then question yourself as to how you are viewing it yourself. Are you looking deeper, beyond, above or around it? What are you giving forth into all these circumstances? Let it be love. We come to you, many gathered of like minds. Sometimes we are known, for some as the unified ones. And so we are very much in attunement with each other. Perfect harmony. And so various spokespeople come forth, speaking from the gathering of spirit that is present here with you now, all in love for you, dear ones. For we make no judgment that is not a living presence within us. We come in love. May blessings be upon each and every one of you. And do not forget to ask for assistance. There is always a listening ear and a willing soul. Seek the highest. Seek those of love. And indeed, sometimes they may well be your own loved ones, if you know them to be of a loving nature, loving helpers, stable-minded, and generous of soul. Peace, love,